And we are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on?
To the Print Lair Podcast, episode 2, with one of our favorite guys here, special guest Shugg Nastee, or in this case, Vincent Van Shugg. How are you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Wonderful. And what about you, BlakwireTCG? How you doing, Brandon?
I'm good. I actually just came back from Japan, so got a lot to talk about, a lot to catch up with, but happy to see you guys. You know, it's great to have Shugg on here. It's great to talk to you again, Hector. It's been a minute, you know. Just really, really happy with what's going on with the hobby, especially when it comes to art. So,
yeah, thanks for having me on. I know this guy's like your third episode, but your second official, so I'm honored to be on here. You guys got guests starting quick.
Yeah, I think so I don't know, for those of you that didn't know that are here now, when Brandon and I, when we decided this, it was like on a whim. I know we did the first live was kind of just like a test live, was just us doing a regular live, right? Just talking about art and just kind of making it all about the art and nothing about the market or about, the value of the cards or anything like that. And we wanted it to be just purely that. And so it worked out very, very well. I know people really, really enjoyed it. I know I really enjoyed it. And as did Brandon. And so we were on the phone one day and we were like, dude, like, we just need to make this like a thing that we do often. So, next thing you know, we created the channel. And then we, did our first official live. So this is live number 2. And when we back then, even when we spoke after the first, live that we had, we said we kind of came into the conclusion that like if we were to start doing guests, our first guest would have to be Shugg. So
what? That's crazy.
Yeah. So this has been just to say, like, this has been chosen since way before. Like this wasn't like recently.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's good to see too that camera Brandon's not have any audio or camera issues today.
Yeah, I was sweating bullets. Seriously, I was testing it like hours beforehand, leaving stuff up. Just really wanted to make sure things were working right this time around.
Yeah.
A lot of people know that when we did this, we weren't trying to focus on the market evaluations and slides for evaluations of like prices and stuff like that. So what that means is that, I take a lot of consideration and pride into being able to display the art that we have found. And so I wanted to make sure things were right this time.
Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah. It's funny because Brandon and I haven't spoken. Like normally we're pretty much, we talk like pretty much almost every other day or every day, like even if it's a couple minutes here or there. But like Brandon's been busy. I've been ultra busy. He's been in Japan for pretty much almost the entirety of the last month. And so the fact that we were apart like that and still able to get all of these slides together and still get everything prepared, in time for today, I was like, yeah, like I like the synergy, you know what I mean? The fact that we don't even have to talk. We just know what's going on, right? And Brandon's amazing. He always, has the slides ready to go. He sends them to me and then I put in whatever I need to do and it just works out,
Yeah, speaking of slides, if you guys don't know, one of the portions of our podcast, we'll do a kind of like a dream it to life. And, I'll display some of the arts that you guys in the chat or like any other artists or like anybody in our group chats or things like that want to see. And so I'll create a Pokemon card based on people's ideas. So you'll see those at the end of this here.
Yes.
Can you make any like full art Lola Bunny cards?
I can do a lot, man. I can do a lot.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Wait till you see what Brandon has in store for today, man. He made some of the coolest cards ever. I think Shugg has already gotten a sneak peek because we were kind of running through things. I was running through things with him the other night. But for everybody here, like, you guys are not gonna want to miss 2 cards that way. And we put them on the end on purpose because you're gonna have to stay through to watch.
Yeah, you showed me they were really good. I'm excited to see them again.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
So I mean, I guess let's start with pickups. Any specific, like, doesn't have to be like, a pickup that you've been wanting, but any arts that you've picked up that you were really excited about, or maybe you didn't think they would look as good as they did, and then you picked them up and are like, very thoroughly impressed.
I don't know if Brandon wants to go first. I'm thinking.
Sorry. Yeah, we have to take care of the guest first. Go ahead, man.
I guess I don't know I've been on a couple lives, so I don't know what I've shown where, and what you guys have seen. But recently, I had an ARS submission come back, and I don't know if so much the artwork of these cards is. Well, I guess here I'll show these ones because these ones I do like the artwork, and these are kind of I think everybody knows of these and likes these, but the Latios and Latios Legend promos, the ones that connect.
Ooh, dude, those are sick.
Yeah, sorry for the glare.
Those are absolutely beautiful, man.
Let me get you up there. Wow, dude, those look absolutely amazing.
Yeah, so they both they got 8s, which I thought was gonna get like a 10 because I don't see anything wrong with it, and the other one I thought would get a 7 because there was like a little impression on it, but there's like 0 whitening on these, and no like scratches or anything. But yeah, those are really cool. I think they look really good in the ARS case.
For sure. Amazing. I got to take the plastic off of these.
Yeah, dude, you got to take the plastic off.
Yeah, because I just realized, like, if I show this on the camera, it's just gonna glare.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think I've had too many like card pickups. There is one that I'll show later based on the slides that you showed me, but I'll save that for a little bit later. But
hell yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. So for mine, as far as pickups, I'll just say, like, I mean, you guys know I've had returns from either PSA, Gimmicks, or Shugg helping me out with ARS. So what I'll do is I'll just show what Shugg has helped me out with, and that's being able to pick up these puppies here. So show these. Yeah, first off, you see we got the Gold Star Pikachu. This is an ARS slab. Shout out to Shugg for this one here, and the big twerk he did on his stream. That was freaking awesome, man. But yeah, I absolutely love these slabs. Like, don't be fooled. Like, I really do love these slabs. It was a very hard choice when I was trying to pick between Gimmicks and ARS, but it just really came down to sizing. That's about it. But these look great, and if you will let me, one thing I want to share is like this is a 3, right? But what I love is these are collector slabs. Like, at no point do I feel like, oh, freaking disgusting. Like, you're looking at this, you're looking at the art in the front, and you're focused on that. And that's what I think should really be the priority in these things. You shouldn't be really like staring on then like the label, and then you've seen that 3, and it really detracts you from collecting these types of pieces. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like, these are very like historic cards, gift box promos in Japanese, but still a part of history.
Well,
so yeah, sure, just appreciate that.
Yeah, those are cool.
Those are some nice pickups, bro. And I need to take these out of because I don't want the glare, but I've got 2 that I want to show, and one of them was actually an unexpected pickup that I had at the last card show. It's actually a one-piece card. However,
that's good.
It is illustrated by our one and only Akira Igawa. So nice. I was very happy to see, and I knew, like, it's funny because I could tell the style when I got it. So I was like excited, and when I looked in the corner on the top right, I saw the name. I said, "Oh my goodness, how did I know?" But first things first, I'm gonna get into this Hisuian Zorark. It's a GameStop promo, but look at this art. Hold on, I'm
trying.
Max the screen.
Yeah,
there you go.
It's always a struggle.
I'm trying. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Beautiful.
Ooh, that's fire.
I love this art. It is absolutely sick. I think it's Lost Origins, if I'm not mistaken. And just, I don't know if it's the moon in the background, the hair flowing. It looks graceful.
I think it's
a very, yeah. I could probably say it's definitely the hair for me as well. It looks graceful, man. It's just not something you'd normally see as far as a Pokemon card goes.
Definitely. And you know, this is talking, you're showing a half art here. And I don't really like the idea that these are half of an art or something like that, but it really works here. I mean, it's almost like it had a purpose to be in that type of frame. I mean, if you had this thing in like a portrait, like instead of that landscape format, then, you know, the way that Hisuian Zoroark is looking, it would detract from that. So because of the fact that there's so much negative space on that left side, or our left side as we're viewing this thing here, it really does give you like a sense of like mystery, like what is they looking at? But if you made that a full art, then all of a sudden that doesn't necessarily work too well.
Yeah, I think what you're saying is like the narrowness of the image, it like works very well with the type of style that they were going for. Like if it was bigger, then it would be a wider shot and you'd still have him sitting on that small cliff. So it would kind of, like you said, detract from the whole image of the whole purpose of the image. And so this other art that I have here, hold on, I think somebody is echoing a little bit.
I heard echo too.
Yeah, I'm still running through my headset, but let me see.
So this other art that I have is Don Quixote do Flamingo.
Yeah.
Super textured. It's, let me see if I can get it to.
I think that's one of my favorite villains in One Piece. Don Flamingo. I just his laugh and the way he walks. He's got so much swag.
Yeah, I love the enemy, but like you see the way he's like using his power. You see his little fur coat in the background. Like Akira has proven that she can do whatever she wants, no matter what. Like
that's right.
No matter what she could be illustrating this, she could be illustrating Digimon, whatever, and it's always just gonna look like an Akira Igawa art.
Yeah,
again,
it's pretty
action poses. Look at this.
Yeah, it's so good.
So
I have another, you just reminded me, there's an Akira Igawa art in One Piece that I have that came out recently. I'll just share it since we're on the topic of Akira.
Hell yeah, dude, let's see it.
It's the Blackbeard.
It's so obvious,
right?
Like as soon as you pull it up, I'm like, man, yep, you can see it.
Like I totally saw that.
Yeah. So good though, like you said, you should just do anything.
Yeah, she can literally go to any TCG, and she's also done. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Fire Emblem.
Yeah,
like the game series. So I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan. I played pretty much almost all of the games up until the most recent. And they used to have a TCG. It was called, I think, Fire Emblem Cypher. She did a lot of the arts for that game, and.
Don't tell me that, man.
No, for real.
Have a new collection coming.
And it's not running anymore, the TCG, but obviously the cards are still out there. And another thing is Fire Emblem Heroes, the game, the mobile game. She does a lot of mobile game arts as well, because she does graphic design for her, digital design for her illustrations. So she also did Fire Emblem Heroes. I know she did obviously Pocket, but there's a couple other games that she's also done, and a couple other TCGs that are Japanese only that she's also illustrated for. So I mean, like I said, you can look at any of her arts from across all TCGs. I think I have a couple of them in the video, and like you'll just see it has the Akira Igawa written all over it. So
awesome,
amazing. So that is it for the pickups. I think we can go ahead and get started getting into the slides. What do you think, Brandon?
Yeah, I think we're ready to move.
Sweet. So here we are, Print Lair Podcast. And
where's my name?
So we were going to start off with TCG picks of the month. And of course, I have them handy. I know Brandon does as well. These are two cards that I picked up that I am very, very appreciative for the arts. This is a segment that we probably do every episode, and we may continue to do every episode because I think it's a lot of fun to be able to get into it. And so my first one that I'm going to show is the Clefairy. You can see this one on the right-hand side of the screen. Whenever we see Clefairy, like the first time I think that I ran into a Clefairy was playing Fire Red, and I remember going to Mount Moon at the very beginning of the game, and I didn't know any much about Pokemon, like, because when I played each game, it was playing it fresh, right? It wasn't like nowadays where you can watch playthroughs and all this other crap, get information ahead of time. I pretty much was just running through the game, and I ended up like ran into every other freaking Pokemon that you can run into in that area. And then I randomly ran into Clefairy, and I did not catch her, and then I just never seen him again. So the fact that like my favorite Clefairy arts tend to be the ones with moons in the background, because it's just like it brings me back to that time. You know what I mean? It's very nostalgic. Clefairy is a very underloved Pokemon in my opinion. And the fact
for
that
what it is, sorry, just for what it is, like historically, it was going to take over a Pikachu spot. It was like at one point they were thinking of it being the main Pokemon.
Really?
And yeah, before they chose. That's why like Clefairy is like on a lot of the original like manga series covers. You'll see Clefairy is like the biggest on the front of the cover. And from what I've read and looked up in the past, they said that it was kind of between Pikachu, Clefairy, and then maybe one more. They ended up going with Pikachu because they thought it would be more for boys and girls would like it instead of the pink Clefairy.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's what I've read. But yeah,
I didn't know
so
that
for what it is,
part.
it's like it's underrated, I think, in my opinion. But just look up any of like the old like Koro magazine or the manga series. You'll see Clefairy like the biggest Pokemon on the front.
I believe it, especially when you think about like it's a stone Pokemon as well. You know, a lot of the other Pokemon, they evolve naturally, but obviously they saw some value to like maintain that type of form. And by the way, like just my opinion on that card, the Clefairy card you just showed, like that's the best fucking, sorry, excuse my language, but like I think that's the best thing Clefairy card I've ever seen, like art wise.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if I've seen it actually.
It's from Lost Origin.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. It was just you were on the subject of it being underrated.
No, dude. Listen, that's what the pod is all about, bro. That's what the pod is all about. You know, it's if you have something that we don't know, even if we do know, like we're gonna sit here and listen, bro. It's all about getting our thoughts out and stuff like that. It's okay if you cut somebody off. We're not gonna get upset with you, bro. It's super cool. I love the info. Yeah, I'm gonna take you off stage.
Polyworld,
Yeah,
Alakazam versus Gengar was saying Poliwhirl as well was the other one I think that they were considering.
Oh, that's right. I did read. However, I never knew about Clefairy being one of those as well. So that's actually very cool. And my other card that I chose for my card picks of the month, this one I also picked up at a show, is the Ghastly. And I believe this is from Temporal Forces, if I'm not mistaken. I have the Japanese version. But that's the English version. Obviously, the Japanese version looks better. I've seen both of them side by side. But this art has a lot going on. It reminds me of like you guys are familiar, right? Because you're both very averse in Japanese. The 100 Demon Night Parade or whatever.
Actually, no.
So that's what this reminds me of. Is like.
It might be because I haven't heard it in English, and maybe I need to hear the Japanese word in order to understand like what the reference might be. But I'm just picking up that I can see him a Meowth in the corner.
He's hiding.
I didn't actually see that before.
That was the part that that drew me to this card. Is not just the Ghastly Hunter and Gengar is just kind of strolling through the street. It's the fact that there's a Meowth just kind of hiding in the side.
Yeah.
I love the colors on it too.
Same. I'm a huge. It's so good. Purple and blue are like my two favorite colors, so I agree. It very much pulls me into the.
Yeah, and the yellow pulling the contrast in there is solid.
Correct. Now they did a great job with this card, and so those are my two picks of the month. If do you guys have anything else for these before I move on to Brandon's?
I'll just add that like. I've talked about this in Henry's podcast, and I'll just talk about it here. Is a lot of people are looking at the name on the cards, but not actually looking at the cards themselves. I mean, I'm guilty myself since I hadn't seen the Meowth in the bottom there, with the text covering it up a little bit. But you know, one thing about these cards is the more you stare at them, the more mystery, the more like story you can pull from them. And then also like with all the different Pokemon on there, there's something for everybody. You know, if you're a Gengar fan, there's something on the card there for you. If you're a Haunter fan, there's something there for you. You know, all that type of stuff is fantastic. I love it when they do these types of inclusions, which is why you see like behind me, I have a whole bunch of like Pikachus with a whole bunch of characters that surround Pikachu.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of any card that has more than one Pokemon. I'm a huge fan of it. Even if it's the two most, you know, booty, in my opinion, Pokemons. As long as there's more than one, I think it's super cool when they incorporate them in some which way or form. Because like 9 times out of 10, when an illustrator puts more than one Pokemon in there, there's a reason for it, right? They're trying to tell a story, or it's, you know, maybe it's 2 Pokemon that get along very well in the show, so it's like a reference, or there's always a reason. So it's cool to like look into these arts and kind of try to figure out why.
Yeah, agree.
All right, so these are Brandon's picks of the month, and I'll let him go ahead and get it started on them.
Yeah, I just thought about this. Like, you guys know, because I see a lot of people that are in our little chat with Henry's Poke Corner for the Discord. Shout out to the Discord, by the way. They know that I'm a huge fan of Terrestrial Festival. And one of the big reasons is, as you look at this Aber here, that's actually my favorite card from the entire set. And
really?
Yes, that's my favorite card. Darn, I have so many like slabs that came back in a return that I don't think I made it easily accessible to see the card that just came back in a slab. But I'll just talk about it here. So this Aber here is a Master Ball Hollow that you're looking there. It's actually fully textured. And, you know, when you're looking at it and you're looking at the blades of grass and then just the mystique of this type of card, like, I absolutely love it. You can tell exactly why I paired it with this Radiant Greninja. For one, I'm proving a point. I'm proving a point that the card doesn't have to be full art to be textured. There are textured half art cards. There are cards with fantastic artwork, and they're not like a secret rare in the terms of how you would think about it in our standard set formats. So Radiant cards, even Pokeball Hollows in Japanese are, and I can't vouch for English right now, but in Japanese, they're all textured. So if you want a beautiful card at a cheap price, textured, you can definitely take a look at that. But yeah, that's all I wanted to share here. I just wanted to share that you guys have opportunities out there to pick up some great cards at cheap prices.
Yep.
I was so excited when Terrestrial Festival came out and these the reverses were textured. I was like, dude, they should do this with every, because they look so good in hand. They should do this with all the reverses forever and ever. They just make reverses to me look so much cooler and more like collectible. I like want them more than regular reverses.
For sure.
Honestly, if they did this for all half arts that come through the sets, or like your hollows, right? Hollow rares, I would actually pull. Like, I would actually open my boxes for real, and I would be just fine with what comes out of those boxes.
Yeah. I honestly didn't realize that they came in as textured cards, the reverses. So I didn't even know that. I learned something new just now, dude, because I've never opened Terrestrial. I've opened quite a bit of Prismatic, but I've never opened Terrestrial. So I'm definitely gonna have to open up a box here and collect some.
Isn't it the same in Prismatic?
I don't think so.
Really?
I know that the Master Ball Hollow is textured.
Maybe the Master Balls, just the Master Balls. Okay. But I
never held a regular Pokeball version, so in English. Gotcha. So that's why.
Brandon only has Master Balls.
Literally, if anybody in the chat can let us know, kind of fact check that. I would love to know, because if that's the case, dude, I'll start picking up some of because I like some of the just the half arts that they have for the Master Balls. Right. I've seen a lot of them, and they're really nice. If I was to and they're probably still cheap enough in Japanese to where, like,
for sure,
I could pick them up for a couple bucks a piece. So I would love to
I'll say this again, just from a rarity stance, like you're talking about from being able to pull a Master Ball Holo, you get less than one per booster box. So you're actually allowed to get a secret rare more commonly than you are to get a Master Ball Holo. It's almost once in every booster box, but it's not perfect. It's like maybe 80% of a chance that you're going to get a Master Ball Holo. So it's actually rarer than a secret rare in Japanese.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Can I just say that this is off topic, but Abra was the most like frustrating Pokemon when I was little to catch. Yeah, I would get so excited when I ran into him, and then you have to throw a Pokeball right away. You can't try and mess around with him. And then he would teleport, and then you're like, damn it, I can't. I would have to like search forever to find another one.
The only move they have is teleport, isn't it? At the time,
I think so. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like no matter what happens,
only had teleport.
Yeah.
You could teach it Flash, of course. Yeah. But like it was practically useless unless you're trying to get out of Mount Moon or something. But like I absolutely love Abra. You know, if Abra was competitive, I probably would just keep it at this level, like at this stage, and I would play through the whole game with an Abra. I freaking loved the card and the Pokemon, and then yeah, I mean, it's freaking cool. And when we talk about legendary Pokemon, when you're trying to catch a legendary Pokemon, you actually have a better chance probably overall of catching a legendary Pokemon than you do Abra, except for in my memory, Entei, Suicune, and Raikou. I think they could flee.
Oh my! Yeah, I think it was like a one and done, right? Like if they fled, you weren't, or could you find them again?
No.
I think they go to a different part of the map.
They would move, and you would check on the map, and you would see their little their icon and a different part of the map. But it was frustrating because now you have to use fly all the way to the next nearest city, and then walk all the way over there, and then look around in the grass, wait for them to pop up. Yeah, it was frustrating as well. Trust me, I did that too many times.
Yep. And then I wanted to shift over to the Radiant Greninja because there's a little stipulation here that most people probably don't know about. So number 33 and 26, those are textured. Number 6 is a deck box included card and stuff like that. So actually the surface of Greninja is not textured. The card is hollow. It still has the same pattern, but it's not textured.
Interesting. Yeah, I know they reprint some of these like playable cards in the deck box, like players sets or whatever in Japanese, and you'll get all kinds of like you get like 4 different variants, and it looks exactly the same in like a scan or a picture, but that's why like sometimes prices will be different and stuff. But yeah, it's good for people to realize in Japanese that the card will get reprinted a lot sometimes.
Yeah, and the trap for Radiant Greninja is they're all the same price, and because they don't know, the staff doesn't know.
Okay, that's crazy actually. And Greninja is one of my favorite Pokemons. I know I don't have them in the image, but it's because they didn't have enough space to put all 3 or all 4, so I had to choose 3, and those are like my top. Greninja would definitely be number 4, but he's definitely one of the coolest Pokemon in my opinion, and the reason why is because of the show. So if you guys are wondering,
nice
seeing him fighting in the show, and then him and Ash like interconnecting, and like that whole just era of Greninja was absolutely amazing to me. So
yeah, we need more ninja Pokemon.
Seriously,
I was gonna say it's weird because that's an actual gimmick in itself. Being able to mesh with your Pokemon like Ash Greninja. It's interesting that they didn't like snowball on that. I know that we have megas, but it's not necessarily the same as saying like Cynthia's Garchomp, and then like it has a mega transformation based on Cynthia, or like meshing with Cynthia. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
And I liked how that kind of played into the storyline. Also, I also never realized that his scarf was actually his tongue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a Wug Trio. I'm just kidding. Doesn't it look like it kind of? The red little. He's just hanging on.
Like I think is it a shiny Wiglet?
Maybe it's the shiny version, the red version.
Yeah. The Wug Trio. Okay, yeah.
That's funny, bro. I never thought that. I didn't realize. I thought it was just a scarf.
I didn't actually think that. I thought it was a scarf, but yeah, I didn't know it was his tongue. That's kind of gross that it's his tongue, though.
He's a frog.
That thing flop. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Last note that I have for this one here is just that the same stipulation with Greninja is the same stipulation with Charizard. Reprinted 3 times, and the deck box version specialty is not what do you call it? Textured.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Radiant card that I really want to get my hands on is that I seen it in Chinese. I don't know if it looks the same in other languages. Just the Radiant Blastoise.
Oh yeah, it's different. That's an exclusive.
It looks so good. It looks so good, bro.
Yeah, Eevee, Venusaur, Blastoise are the ones that I remember as far as Radiant versions that are Chinese exclusive.
Okay. Yeah. No, it looks absolutely amazing. I seen it at a card show, and like I regret not buying it for sure. Is that all you got?
There's a Radiant Eevee for Japanese though too. I think it's a different art, but
it may be a different art. I think you're talking about the white, like the kind of grayish looking art, right?
Yeah, I think it's for Pokemon Go, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you're the one with all the stones and stuff like that. The one I'm talking about has no stone.
Okay, I don't know if I've seen that one.
We can pull it up later. If we have some time, I would love to see it too.
Art wise, I don't think it's the superior version, to be honest.
All right. Are you good on your slide, Brandon? Cool. Shugg, did you have 2 cards that you wanted to show off, or
I have one, and it's kind of on theme with Greninja, and you guys might be able to guess what it is, but and it also is in theme with like multiple Pokemon, but the Greninja with the Charizard silhouette, the shadow. I always like this card. This card's just really cool, and I think it's pretty cheap to pick up if people want a cool card. But it's just unique with instead of just putting a Charizard somewhere else in the art, they're just putting his shadow, which I thought was cool.
That is sick. I don't think we've ever gotten another card that's like that either.
Yeah, not that I could think of, but I think it's from Sun and Moon, maybe.
Wow, that is actually such a dope way to like represent what's going on. That's like storytelling at its finest, right there. You can see they're about to throw hands, bro.
That's right.
You got the flames, the flamethrower or something, So
yep.
And really you'll see it's very similar to what you see from Growlithe and Perrin when they're taking a photo of Growlithe. Who's Hisui? I think
Hisui and Growlithe, yeah.
Yeah. If you snap over to my cam, I got this one as well. I have 2 of them that I picked up from Japan recently.
Oh, nice. You guys are in sync, huh?
Gotta be, right?
Alrighty. So there you go. I think it was going bananas. Okay, so next slide. Illustrator highlights. This segment, you guys that are new, we pick an illustrator that we're fond of, or we just been picking up some cards from them for this, this month, and give you guys kind of a brief synopsis of who they are. This is kind of a couple fun facts and show some of their stuff off. So, Brandon, go ahead.
Yeah. So what's going on, guys? So this illustrator choice, so Kawaii has done multiple things for us. I mean, not just Pokemon cards. I mean, they've done sleeves. They've done like a little bit of the pads as well, like the game boards and stuff. So you can see a little bit of that here. It's a really cool Blastoise versus Alakazam setup on the bottom right hand corner, and on here I didn't have a lot of space to put all those cards and stuff there, but definitely check that sleeve out. I definitely want to buy that now that I've been able to research this and pull that card, the sleeve up. That was really cool. And most people don't realize that. So like Kawaii is shorthand. It's shorthand for Yohei Kawaguchi. So a lot of people actually reference him as either Yohei or Kawaguchi Sensei. So if you're looking him up on like Twitter or something like that, you'll have to use like every variant to get more details on him. I do hear an echo. I think it's because we all have like our powerful mics or something like that. So I don't know how this is rolling.
I can turn on my headphones, but I don't know if it's going to change anything.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Anyway, I do have 2 of those right here that I can share with you guys. So yeah, here you see the Lugia. One of the things that I didn't really understand was why this was so muted and so dark and so like I felt like it was muddy initially, but after looking at all their arts and then you kind of put all their arts together, it's like, oh, got it. Their style is just very heavy in like strokes, and you feel like it's an oil painting. So to see something like this here is just it's like something that should be hanging on a wall. So once I realized and started putting the pieces to the puzzle together about all the type of beautiful artworks that are coming out of Kawayo's portfolio, you start to see the pattern, and it's just so freaking beautiful. But yeah, shout out to the Pikachu Zekrom GX. That's actually in grading right now. I would show you that, but I can't.
Ooh, I love that Blastoise, by the way. That Blastoise is absolutely amazing.
I actually still have it. Your Gemix slab. I need to send it out tonight. Is that the one you're talking about, or are you talking about a different one?
You talking about the Pikachu Zekrom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
if you have it, there. If you have, you can show it.
Yeah, dude.
Let me open it.
Let's see it. And then let's talk about that Umbreon, dude. Man, that Umbreon is such a weirdly nice art for how dark and like kind of, I don't know. There's not a whole lot going on, but there is at the same time. It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah, that was one of my call outs for like pick it up while you can. Gotcha. Very hard to grade.
Yeah, that Umbreon looks sick. I think I've seen it maybe a couple times before, but it's weird that I feel like that people don't talk about it enough for what it is. It looks really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Similar to that, like Hisuian, what was it, the Zoroark we were talking about earlier? Where it's like a bunch of negative space, like where the Pokemon is just like smaller and the rest of the card is pretty empty, but it works really good.
Yeah, no, definitely. I like the fact that his bands are glowing.
Oh yeah, sure. They are, huh? Mm-hmm. Here's Brandon's Pikarom.
Hold on.
Got to send it off with his stack of Pikachus.
It looks so good.
Ooh. Dude, it does. It looks really good in this slab.
I think any card just looks great in an ARS slab.
This one's Gemix.
Oh, that's Gemix?
Yeah, dude, they're pretty hard to tell.
I can't tell the difference. It's pretty hard to tell.
If you had it in hand, or if I compared one, you'll see like the thickness and the dimensions are different.
See, that's the thing. I watched your video too, and I still like it. It still kind of baffles me how alike they look, unless you're like kind of pointing out the differences.
Yeah, unless you're around them all the time, it's difficult to tell. But I'm sure like Brandon and I, we see them all the time, so it's like pretty easy to spot for us. But yeah, for somebody that's not regularly seeing them, they look exactly the same.
Yeah.
I don't know if Brandon was done, but there was a Kawaii art that I wanted to share. This is what I was talking about earlier, the card that I thought would go well with one of these slides, but I didn't realize that Kawaii illustrated a Garchomp, Cynthia's Garchomp. I just thought it was sick. Like it looks so good.
They did the Garchomp C that you're looking at right there, and they also did the Rayquaza C, the one where it's like kind of like biting at the outside of the card.
Garchomp looks amazing, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
I love the foil pattern they chose for it too.
Yeah, it's like a really glossy card, and it's got that like starlight overlay like all over the card.
Yeah, like the modern EXs that they've been having lately have that same.
And it's got the Cosmos too, like on the regular artwork box, but it's hard to see right now.
That's what I was referring to that I really enjoyed was the Cosmos foil that they have on there.
Yeah, but
gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a shame, but I'm still trying to find the right Kawaii Charizard card. It's from like Legendary Treasures. Trying to think of what it is in Japanese, but it's got this like sort of it looks biblical, to be honest with you. He's like hanging out in a corner, breathing a fireball. I wonder where I put it. I do have a raw version of it, but
it's a Rayquaza.
Sorry, Charizard. Let me see. It's a it's Charizard 19 of 113.
Oh, it's the EX Battle Boost Charizard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna
Oh,
we're gonna
sorry.
we're gonna see
Yeah.
that later on in the thing too, because I have
So
Yeah, it's a good card.
sorry. This one is actually Tokia, but that was because I was supposed to pair it with Kawayo this time. But I'm gonna roll it to the next one. I just I got them mixed up because I was planning this with both of them.
They're similar, they're pretty similar,
Very
like in their
similar.
art style. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
And can we talk about those sleeves, dude, on the bottom right that you included? Those sleeves are sick. I'm literally going to go on YouTube today and I'm going to find just one stack of those sleeves. Even if I just buy one and I place it in a binder, I'll be happy. But those look really good.
Yeah, I think people underestimate sleeve binders. So I actually have a sleeve binder I'm working on right now. And, you know, when people are talking about in the market, when people are talking about the market and like how prices are too inflated and things like that, they make it seem like, hey, there's no way for you to collect. But at the same time, there's ways for everyone to collect, at all levels, if you really start to broaden your mind. And so one of the ways you could do that is through sleeves. And to be honest with you, a lot of those sleeves are looking better than any of the arts I've seen. Just recommend out there, if you guys can, just start exploring. Just explore some sleeves, and then I think you'll find something that's right for you and kind of resonates with you. And it can be pretty fun.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. You can find just about any sleeve for 99 cents on eBay. There are literal stores that are dedicated only to sleeves. I have seen them myself. I have spoken to some of the sleeve sellers that literally only do sleeves. And another thing is that a lot of the time they'll have some of the exclusive sleeves from years ago that you probably will not find anywhere else in any products or anything like that. And while they're a little bit more expensive, you can literally buy one for like what, 10, 15 bucks. And it's like an old sleeve, right? A pack of them would be quite expensive, but they sell them single. So sleeve binders are definitely, I'm with you there. They're very much so a easy and cheap, affordable way for you to be able to get in and get on some sleeves. Oh, look at that beautiful kid.
Oh,
adorable.
He's a terror. He destroys
fantastic
things.
Illustration.
And another thing to add to your point, Brandon.
Yeah.
Somebody, I was vending not this last weekend, but the last time, I think it was the weekend before, and no, 2 weekends ago. And one of the vendors came to me and he had a binder where, those coin binders, or like coins and quarters and dimes, stuff like that. This man had one of those, but with hundreds of different Pokemon coins from throughout the years, dude. And I thought that was one of the coolest collections I have ever seen in the entirety of my time in the TCG.
I think we're going to go over a corn section in a couple slides, are we? Or did we not do coins this time?
I don't think we did coins this time, but that's
okay. We'll
definitely
get it
an idea. Definitely an idea.
Oh, yeah. I can't catch all the sleeves in here. This is rough. Yeah. Let's see how I can do this. But I'll just give a quick example right here. So this is an example of a sleeve. And it's basically like the box art, for Team Rocket. It's really, really cool. So I've got, sleeve like this. So you can see.
Oh, that's fire.
Sorry, let me rotate it.
Oh, I like that.
That might be the sickest ride-on artwork I've ever seen.
Agreed.
But then you got this, so it's in tough competition.
Oh, yeah, all of these would be like, they have all these arts too, and like obviously they could do whatever they want with them. One day they could just make like a set based on sleeves. That would be awesome.
It would
make
be
a TCG set like of sleeve arts.
That is kind of cool, actually.
And this is an actual card, but it's a Battle Carnival jumbo promo.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, some good arts. I don't collect sleeves personally, but I know that like Oliver, he's in the chat. He has like a binder similar to you. Yeah.
Oh, I like that one too.
Oliver also has a coin binder. He was showing it, and that was freaking amazing.
Ahead of his time, bro. I'm telling you. Let's make sleeve booster packs. Hell yeah, dude. I agree 100%.
Be totally down.
Hell yeah.
Sell mystery sleeve booster packs on Whatnot.
Sell repacks, but they're
oh my gosh.
but they're sleeves.
Dude, that would go over well on the internet. Be on no Possum Bud vid real quick.
Yeah, we'd be on the next Possum Bud video, except he would be rooting for us.
Like,
I guess it depends on your price point.
Blister, but it's just sleeves.
Sleeve blister, but yeah, no, that definitely wouldn't go over very well. But
you need to sleeve the sleeve too. You got to get an extra large sleeve to sleeve.
Yeah,
and top load it.
Top load.
Can you grade sleeves?
Yes, you can. You
can really? Dude, I mean, I'm telling you, you could grade anything, bro.
Yeah, Jodo Jake just graded a couple sleeves that were from the it's like a Japan festival promo from recently.
I have them, I think.
Yeah, I have some too. I only have 3. Ones? Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a whole like set of 6 of these.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
There's the Pikachu firework in the background.
I really like that.
They're all from different like areas of Japan, and they're supposed to like represent their culture with festival.
Oh, that's cool, dude. I really like that one right there.
Yeah, really cool. 3 more.
Ooh, that one has a Charizard float.
I like how you can pull that so fast.
You too, dude. You have everything. Everything's around me pretty much.
I was gonna say areas. You guys are like literally within an arm's reach. Sometimes Shugg will be reaching back to like put like a drink back or something, and I'll think he's reaching for something. I'll be like ready to to catch some heat. Alrighty. Any more? You guys have any more on Kawaii?
I'm good to move, man.
Good to move. All right.
We got to save the rest for your videos. You know, when you're doing your 30-minute, 1 hour coverage of them.
You know what? I actually, this is one of the reasons I really like these is because I can pull. I have, you know, obviously I research these illustrators, so it's like I have a wealth of knowledge that I can just pull from at any moment and be like, just come up with I don't even have to research these slides. I just pull them up out of my ass. So I decided to go with Atsuko Nishida. Wow. So if you guys did not know, Atsuko Nishida is the original designer of Pikachu and the Kanto starters. She's one of the OGs, you know, that started from the very, very beginning. She also did design some of the evolutions, which include Glaceon and Sylveon. She was also the designer behind the Pikachu Illustrator card that we all know and love. Emphasis on love. Nishida's an OG in Pokemon, being one of the original illustrators in the space. She also did a box art, which was the Shiny Collection box art right here on the bottom right. That was her design that she illustrated for that. There's a lot of really cool arts here. So I believe that's the Expedition Charizard. The Suicune, I believe, is from or as Shugg likes to call it, Suicune is from Aquapolis. I'm never letting that one go.
Nobody is.
We've got the Jake Paul Pikachu Illustrator. I hate calling it that, but like that's pretty much what everybody knows it as. And then the Gardevoir and Sylveon GX.
So, oh my god,
some banger arts, man. But go ahead, Brandon.
That Umbreon card, like in person, I just started drooling when I saw it in person. It was the price was so dang high I couldn't buy it, but it was just like, well, at the time. But you know, when we're talking about a Moonbreon and what's our favorite Moonbreon, that one, like it's almost like it's so close to being my top. It deserves to be a top like Umbreon card, like in my list. I would take it any time of the day. The only reason that it's not my number one is because of the Umbreon V alt. That's the one where it's like a midnight raid look type of look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I'm fond of this Umbreon, especially with the foil pattern. Like, I think Umbreon is a Pokemon, and I think it's naturally in the design because of the fact that it's all black with the yellow bands. A lot of the time artists tend to throw it into a dark background, and it works really well because it very much so pops with, like the card that you showed earlier, Brandon. The bands just glowing in the in the distance, like it looks really, really, really good. And most arts that we see with Umbreon is in the night. I mean, it's a Pokemon that what is it that you had to do to turn it into from an Eevee to an Umbreon? It's like I think you had to like evolve it at night or something like that.
It had to be at night.
Correct. Yeah. And then I think Sylveon was in the day.
It might have had to have a friendship level or something like that too, but I'm not 100% on that.
I think it was like friendship level, and then like you had to level it up at night in battle once the friendship level like had been reached, and then opposite for Espeon.
Yep.
Espeon, yes. I wonder how it was for Sylveon. I can't remember, but yeah. So I mean, everything around the Pokemon is just it has to do with nighttime. So.
But, and then. Like I just wanted to comment on that Charizard because I think it's so underrated as it pertains to being an art, like a beautiful art, because Charizard's always depicted as like angry and trying to burn something, and you're looking at a Charizard here that actually feels like it's a pet.
It looks like a puppy dog.
It's just so whimsical. I feel like if you brought that to a card show or something like that, I feel like it would get the most remarks, just because it's a way that Charizard is like rarely ever depicted. Even when he was sleeping, when I'm talking about the promo Charizard that you see from the Ultra Premium collection, he's mad. He's sleeping, but he was mad. So it's just like really cool to see something like this.
One thing I like about Atsuko Nishida's art is it's similar to you guys know Sui. Their art styles are pretty similar, and they have like a glow to them, like the lighting, or like it's like a very glowy artwork. And you can just see that in like the Charizard and the tag team Gardevoir Sylveon, Suicune. But I like the Charizard a lot. I was going to comment on it for a different reason. There's a version of this in Japanese. And it's called the E-Lottery promo. And I think there was this one, Venusaur and Blastoise. I can't remember if there was any others, but I forget the exact release, but there was only 5,000 copies of it. It's just like a really cool Japanese promo, but I really like this artwork. For
you shouldn't have told me that.
they're crazy expensive. Yeah.
You're talking about the E-Lottie Charizard, right?
Yeah, the E-Lottie.
Okay. I don't know if you guys listen. I don't know which one. I know Brandon's familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know about you, Shugg, but this Charizard art, every time I see it, it reminds me of Baby Dragon.
Yes. Yes, it does.
I didn't think of that until you just said that. That's a good point. Well, that's a good connection.
It's a close pose to actually Thousand Dragon, but it's got Baby Dragon's look.
Correct. It's exactly. Because I know Thousand Dragon is like the old one. He's got like the beard and stuff, but Baby Dragon is like the pose, and the fact that he's like flying and stuff, or his wings are spread at least, definitely looks like Baby Dragon.
Yeah, it's such a great card. Since Oliver's in here, I think he's still in here. Man, like as far as like some of these non-holo cards that people pass up, there's a Ho-Oh card that is my favorite Ho-Oh of all time. Unfortunately, I think I sent it to grading. Otherwise I would pull it up and just show it to you guys. But like, I just want, folks to know, especially those who are actually listening right now, like if you're looking for some banger cards that you can't look. My point is like, you can't just look at a lot of the other YouTubers who are talking about market watches, because they're not looking at the non-holo cards or some of the like mid-era or, some of the vintage that's very hidden because it's not holo. So, just recommend out there people just start doing, research on their favorite Pokemon and dig a little bit deeper that way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the whole vending set in Japanese, most of them are non-holo, and like the Mewtwo is like in a 10, it's like several thousand, it's like $7,000 I think, or something crazy now. So there's like definitely valuable cards that are non-holo. There's a lot of them actually.
Yeah. I think you put me on the vending series, Shugg, and well, not you, but you through your videos and like me editing the vending videos, like watching people buy some of these VS cards, and I was like, dude. So I started looking them up. I remember one night, I started like I have really bad ADHD, so like if I'm not ultimately focused on what I'm doing, I will start doing something else. And I think I was looking up one of the cards so that I could, bring up a pop-up of it when somebody was purchasing it. And I ended up going from that to like TCG Player and just started looking through the whole entire card list of like VS1, VS2. I think there's 3 of them total or something like that.
Yeah, I think, vending series 3. Yeah, I think
there was 1, 2, and 3. And so I looked through every single card and got myself acquainted with like what they looked like. I remember I was like, oh, this is Komiya. This is,
So. Yeah, Komiya did a lot of those.
Yes. Yeah, and you can definitely
too,
tell.
I think.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of, I did pick up some stuff that I didn't expect to pick up. Hold on. And I know this is kind of out of random, but like I picked up this Eevee specifically, trying to take it out of the sleeve here. And this card, to me, it's a Himeno card. But let me full screen it. I picked up this Eevee. And I picked up a couple others as well. I'm not going to go through all of them, but look at how cute this Eevee is.
Classic.
I just remembered about this card while we were
talking about
that.
Reminds me of the video game. So I used to play with that card all the time in the original Game Boy Pokemon card game.
Oh, dude, yes.
I love that card.
I was talking to somebody about that recently in the Discord. I forgot who it was, but I played that game so freaking much. And like years down the line, I found that game again and I beat it another like 3 times, bro. Such a cool freaking game. I know that the game is not played anything near like that anymore, but
yeah, it's such a fun game, dude.
It's changed a lot. The TCG's changed a lot from what it was in that game. Like it's nothing like that. But then here's another one that I wanted to show. Nice. This is a Tanaka card. Look at that.
I've never noticed the evolution boxes below it. That's crazy.
Yeah, right. That's one of the things I noticed as well.
Is that the only one that does that? Does Slowbro do that, or like Slowpoke's evolution chain? I've never seen it like that.
I don't know, but I had never seen it like that. When somebody offered for me, I think they offered me all of these cards for like $1 a piece or something like that, dude. I was like, hell yes. Like, I'm not gonna sell them. I'm just gonna hold on to all of them. Like, why wouldn't I? But yeah, sorry guys, I got distracted. I remembered that I had these and I wanted to.
No, man, that's what we're here for. If I could circle back, I was talking about a Ho-Oh that I was saying that was a fantastic art, not hollow. It's a 10p promo in Japanese. I think it's a promo in English too. Number's a little bit off, but it's an e-reader card.
Okay. I don't think I've seen it. We can pull it up later too. Keep that on the list. There's another one that we wanted to pull up. So keep those in mind so that later on when we get to it, we definitely can pull those up. I would love to see both of them.
Yeah, I threw it out in the chat, so it's all good as far as like making sure the chat knew which one I was talking about.
Gotcha.
But it's Mitsuhiro Rita.
Ooh, Rita, a legend. By the way, video on Rita coming soon.
I'm waiting for that, man.
Not next video, but I want like right now. So for the Illustrator videos, take a quick second to explain. My kind of thing is I want everybody to get just enough love, and obviously mix that with the fact that I'm trying not to like overhype, on the channel and stuff like that. So I'm doing 2 smaller illustrators, 1 larger illustrator, 2 smaller illustrators, 1 larger, so on and so forth. So that everybody can get like a fair showcase. You know what I mean? I don't want to like overshadow any of these illustrators. Like I think there's a lot of really, really good illustrators that we don't even know about. or that kind of just get glossed over. Like they have some cool arts, but they just kind of get glossed over. So I wanted to make sure everybody gets the same. But he is on the list. He will be coming up soon, just not right now.
Who is it?
Arita.
Oh, okay. My headphones died, so I had to plug them in.
Oh, you're good. You're good. No worries, bro. So we're gonna go ahead.
Did you want me to? So I don't know if we have time, but I had a artist. If you guys wanted me to, I don't know anything about him. I just have a couple cards I wanted to share because I found out about them recently, and I don't think anybody really talks about them.
Yeah. I'll match your screen. You have the cards ready?
Let me Chrome tab. Can I do window? Yeah, I think I can.
And Platty, yes, I have seen the new artist Hayu from Storm Esmeralda Leaks. The artist that she's talking about is an embroidery artist. I think they're doing a Nidoran card, and it's like embroidery. I'll pull it up later as well. Let me pull this up for Shugg real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, that's really cool.
There you go.
So this is a Zangoose card from Sun and Moon, but the artist name is Tetsuya Koizumi, and they've actually been illustrating. I think there's quite a few cards if you go through their gallery of what they've illustrated. But I think since Sun and Moon is like around with the time they started, and I think most people would recognize their tag team Alolan Raichu and Raichu card. That's something that is probably their most popular artwork. But this Zangoose art is really, really cool. I love how he's coming at you. It just looks, the colors and the art style is really good.
I love that card. That's great. That art style, this is what I was talking about on the last episode when I was talking about Masago, how you feel that sense of like urgency, the sense of panic when those characters are coming after you. So and you can see it here. Like it's just so, it brings it down to earth. You know, you feel the character, like you feel like that Pokemon is in that aggression and, you know, coming right at you. I freaking love these types of styles.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah, I like how they're breaking the fourth wall, like you had mentioned last video, Brandon. And kind of like he's coming right at you, so he's kind of I don't know how to explain it exactly, but yeah, no, that type of art style, I think it's very underserved in my opinion. I think Masago is one of the only that actually does that type of art style, but it works every time. Like it's, you know, you could potentially do an artist where they do that with every single Pokemon, and every card would be amazing.
Oh yeah. And by the way, mid-era Zangoose cards, very underrated. There's another Zangoose card. I just can't think of the name for what it is, just because I never picked it up. I only saw it in the shelves and I was like, oh, that looks really cool. But there were so many other cards that look cool, so I just like never grabbed it. But there's like one that has 2 stamps on it, and it's a Zangoose card in Japanese. It looks really cool as well. Yeah, I don't know like which one it is. Sorry, I can't really like remember off the top of my head.
No, that's fine.
I remember so many cards in general, but you know.
Yeah. And then one more by this artist that's a little bit different, but also like really, really cool to me. And similar kind of how he's breaking the fourth wall looking at you is this Murkrow.
Ooh.
I think this is like probably the sickest Murkrow card I've seen ever.
And that's from Team Up. Wait, no.
Yeah.
Is it Team Up? Yeah.
I have no idea, but it's just like the colors, just black and white, super simple. And they did a lot with it. Looks really, really cool.
Oh yeah, that's so fire.
That is really cool. What is he standing on?
A lamppost.
Oh, a lamppost. Okay,
yeah.
I was wondering what the hell was going on there because it has things coming out of it. But no, yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah,
I would love to see that in a Halloween pack.
Yo,
yeah,
seriously,
for sure.
Seriously.
Yeah, that was it for my artist.
Hell yeah, dude. No, I'm actually gonna look out for this artist. So I have a master list that I made. It's like 50 episodes in. So I don't have to think about it. I just
That's crazy.
start creating, and every time that I create so when I start making these videos and I start like getting, if it's like a process, right? I have to start off first. I have to research, then I have to look up the assets. But like when I'm looking at the assets, I have to look into every single card that I've researched. So I don't look at the assets until I just switch the way I do it. I'll research, I'll put together a script, I'll even go as far as doing the voiceover, get that out of the way, and then I start looking up assets. That's probably the part that takes me the longest because I have to look through the entire script. I have to find, okay, I gotta find this logos for things that I'm talking about. The cards themselves, right? And different TCGs, concept arts, because it's not just what I'm mentioning, but I also have to have something on screen for people to look at, throughout. And everything that I put on screen usually is something that person has designed or drawn. But like when I'm already past that and I'm getting to once I've done all that, I get to editing. Once I'm in the editing stage of things, I already start to work on the next one because I can't stay behind. I've noticed that if I try to finish everything for one episode, then start working on the second one, it like kind of throws me off because that whole that whole research process to finding the assets just takes so long. But let me remove this and add this back to the stage. So we're going to start off with the cool thing that we decided to implement this month. So for everybody, because this is something that we haven't done yet, Brandon and I decided we're going to do a 9 pocket binder showcase. This is basically where him and I come up with a theme individually. Like we don't tell each other what we're doing. We just kind of do it. And we build a list of cards that kind of we would kind of like, it's basically think of this as a binder page. And then we write a name for it. So this is Brandon's. You can go ahead and get into it, buddy.
Yeah. So one of the reasons that I wanted to try to showcase a binder to not only Hector and Shugg is really for any community, anybody out there trying to find their own name in their collection or their own way in their binders. You normally see people trying to collect full collections, right? So they're just trying to, collect all of X set, or, they're trying to collect all of X Pokemon. But you rarely see people trying to do like theme binders that are based on something outside the box. And so I wanted to offer to, everyone something that, can help them stretch their minds a little bit. Because at some point, maybe you realize that you're not just into a Pokemon, or you're not into just a certain set. And, as you try to explore, you can do certain things like this here. And it allows for you to kind of have a sense of creativity and uniqueness to your collection, and it can keep going. So as you look at here, I chose a theme of Rooftop Rumble. So all of this Pokemon here are fighting on top of a rooftop or gearing up on top of a rooftop. I've also seen one of my buddies who's been trying to do a binder or a collection that's based on like a Batman theme. So this one here is less caged. So it's a little bit more broad, but I really love cards that are on top of rooftops. And I didn't include there's a lot more cards that I wanted to throw in here. A lot of them are in TCG Pocket exclusives and stuff like that. But, as far as like having any of these cards, as you look at them, they really do tell a strong story, and they also bring it home. So having these cards like where they're playing around in the cities and things, it really shows you that like these Pokemon are in livable environments. And you see that as like, they're staring on top of, as you take the Marowak, top right-hand corner there, as it's staring down, you get the feeling of like, maybe Gotham vibes. You also get the feeling of like there's some intensity in preparing for battle and those types of things. Really cool. So in general, that's what I wanted to share. Shout out to my favorite Raichu card on the bottom right-hand corner there, Kiragawa, where Raichu's just like jumping through the sky. And you know what I didn't realize, Hector? You brought up in your podcast last time the Ninetales, and you were talking about like how they depicted Ninetales like staring over the mountaintop, and it's staring into the city.
Yep.
You can kind of get the flip effect as Raichu is in the city and actually staring outward and jumping outward. So that was not a part of like why I chose that card, but it's just really cool that Igawa's cards kind of speak to each other.
For sure. Yeah, I think that's one of the coolest things about Igawa arts is that whenever you look at an Igawa art, like I recommend you guys, if you're looking at an Akira Igawa art, go look at the Pokédex entry for that Pokemon. Chances are she used something in the Pokédex to grab onto to kind of I guess
inspire the art.
Inspire, that's the word I was looking for. Inspire the idea behind the art that you're looking at. So most definitely one of the cool things about Igawa.
Yeah. The additional touch I'll throw in here is that if people don't know, Arita also did artwork for Batman covers. So yeah, so if you look at the Noivern V, there's a lot of cross references to Batman because Arita does Batman art.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, that's 100% a Batman artwork right there. It looks yeah, it's so good. I like your point about where like you can get creative and not just collect like species or a master set of an artist or a whatever. You can just make your own kind of theme for a binder or a binder page, and then you get creative and you can like find out, like discover. It gets you to look at cards through your bulk. You start going through bulk, looking at like I had a person come up to my table last show I did, and they were collecting mushrooms, and so like mushroom Pokemon, but also cards that have mushrooms in the background. And I was like, that's so cool. It's like super unique. Wow. And she was just going through like bulk looking for anything that like had a mushroom in it. But it's stuff like that that gets you to look and appreciate the rest of the cards in the pack and not just like run to the back for the chase hit to see what you got,
Hell yeah.
This is why when people say like, is the hobby gonna die? I'm like, it will never die for certain people. If you're looking in the right way and like thinking outside the box, like it's always available.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I think the people that actually are here because they enjoy the IP are the ones that are definitely going to stick around when all that, is said and done. Can we real quick do that? Where is that Marowak art from? That dark Marowak? Because that card looks sick. I actually need to get some.
It's a Team Rocket Returns, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really like that art. Let me see. We have about 45 minutes. Yeah. So let me move on to my binder page here. So my
Charizard
page is pretty much Charizard. So I call it the Hall of Flame. It's not necessarily the best Charizard cards of all time, but it kind of gives you a glimpse at Charizard illustrations throughout the course of history in the TCG. And the top 3 are all vintage Charizard arts. The middle 3 are mid-era, and the bottom 3 are more modern Charizard arts. So that was kind of my thought process in coming up with this. I know you could take out certain cards from each spot and put other cards in. There's so many really, really peak Charizard arts that like this binder page doesn't have to look like this. This is probably more expensive, obviously, but like you could flip a lot of these around and still have something similar as a theme. And it looked just as good because, I mean, let's be real. There's so many Charizard arts out there. And when people focus on like some of the ones that I have up here more so, they miss some of the other ones that are genuinely really good. And they're in the same sets, like the EXs and other cards like that. But yeah, this is a very basic binder page. I thought my favorite part of the binder page is the name that I came up with. And yes, I came up with that myself. The Hall of Flame. The cool thing about it is like the top left Arita art and the middle left, same exact pose. It's paying homage to that first Arita art, but it just, done more modern at its time, right? And then, I mean, everything else is just, I mean, I love these arts. And yes, I could have put in a lot of other cards, such as like, for example, I was asked if think it was Shugg that asked me like, "Oh, you didn't put the megas in there?" And I said, or I think it was Brandon. I can't remember.
I think it was me, the new one that everybody says is the best Charizard card. Yeah,
and it is one of the best Charizard cards. Just to put that out there, art wise, right? As far as art is concerned, but the reason why I didn't do that is because I wanted to keep it strictly to a Charizard. Now you could expand a little bit more and do that as well. And I honestly did think about doing that, but then I was like, but that's the only mega Charizard art that I really, really enjoy and would want to put in here. But if I do that, then it kind of throws off the page, in my opinion, at least. But no, this is my my page. If you guys have any insight on it, I would love to hear it.
So I could talk for days on this page. I will say, like, in response to Alakazam versus Gengar, the middle one is the Tokyo Charizard that I was talking about earlier, where I was saying, like, I really love that artwork. And apologies for getting mixed up. It just was because I was planning to actually showcase that card this time around, but decided to not do it. So it will be probably showcased on the next podcast. We'll just see how it rolls. But I did not appreciate that card initially. When I saw it, I think I was focused on, at the time, maybe like full arts or something like that, or just the brand new Charizards that came out. And I was not really thinking and looking into how unique and how much intensity you can really, like, the feeling that you can get from that card. So yeah, definitely recommend checking it out and looking at it in person, because I think the problem that I had was just looking at a digital version of the card. So I didn't understand like how great it looks in person. By the way, I do want to get that card in cooked. So if anyone is listening and they have a cooked version of that card, I want it. Like, seriously. Because one thing about that card, and this is something that Shugg inspired me with, is being able to find damaged cards, and the damaged cards actually look like it was the monster doing the damage. So if you can imagine this Tokyo Charizard, that one is dead metal, the flames are like, she's shooting a fireball out. And if you can have that effect of like the sides, the corners and things peeled, and damage, like dirt and things like that on the card, it could give it a wonderful effect that Charizard was like, breathing a fire blast or whatever it may be at the actual card. You can kind of see it on the right-hand side with the Charizard EX as well. And then just to motion over to the Arita Charizard and the original artwork, I really wish that they did another rendition for the 30th anniversary that is not like, it's a refreshment or a modernization of this original art versus just reprinting the dang art for the, like, who knows how many times. It's so frustrating to see the same thing over and over and over again. I really wish they had just, sure, you can make it the original card or like the idea, but freaking refresh it or give it like some new spin-off where it actually has a background that's different or something. I just feel like there's so much more that they could do with the 30th anniversary. I'm curious what Shugg's thoughts are.
I think they'll do it eventually. I mean, we saw the Pikachu, the base set Pikachu, right? They made it into a full art in the 25th anniversary. Or is it the Jungle Pikachu or base set? I think it was base set. I could see them doing that eventually with it. They have reprinted that card so much, though. I like this. I like this page a lot. There's several cards I wish I owned. I have a bunch of the EX Battle Boost, the middle one, the Tokyo Charizard, but they're in English. In English I believe they're hollow, but in Japanese I don't think there's a hollow version of that card. I think we just
so
have it not
either.
hollow. Oh, in English it's not hollow?
I mean, it is definitely hollow in English, or like there's a hollow version in English.
Oh, okay. You're saying, okay. Yeah, I think in Japanese it doesn't come in hollow, but still a really cool card and surprisingly not that expensive for what the artwork is. I thought, like, when I first saw this artwork, it was going to be some expensive card, and it's really not that bad. But very cool card.
It's the card you traded for a burrito.
I was gonna say, fun fact: Shugg traded this for a burrito. You beat me to it.
Yeah, that's the probably my biggest memory with this card is getting a burrito for it. I was hungry and somebody was like they wanted it and we did a trade. They brought me a burrito for it.
Yeah. Dude, now I'm hungry.
Yeah, cool page.
Yeah. All right, so we'll go ahead and move forward. This or that. This is one of my favorite segments.
Do you want me to share my page?
Oh hell yeah, dude! Yes.
Just really quick.
We
don't have to go into it, but this is. I guess I titled it "The Rabbit Hole."
Of course.
And there's got an assortment of some really good artwork. This is no other reason that I like this page other than the artwork.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's a screen grab right there.
Hell yeah, man. What?
Oh my god.
This is amazing.
It's coming along quite nicely.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've seen you flip through quite a few of these, but it looks like you've either added some or kind of shuffled some things around.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it.
Guys. You got it here, guys.
Yeah.
Yo, I love that. Thank you for sharing that. I was definitely excited to see what you came up with, but I didn't think it was going to be that.
So the one funny thing about that was he corrected me strongly when I was trying to gift him a card. I was like, hey man, do you want me to give you this card here? And he was like, actually, no, that's not a bunny, dude. That's a rat.
I forget what it was, but it had like fox ears or something.
Yeah, it was like fox ears or rat ears, but it wasn't a bunny. So he's like,
it has to be.
I can't have it in my collection.
we were debating too if Jessica Rabbit counts as a bunny because she's technically not, but the name Jessica Rabbit, and then I think we voted, and people said, yeah, include Jessica Rabbit. So there's a Jessica Rabbit card in there now.
There you go.
That's super cool.
I'm very picky, in particular with what goes in there.
Man. I mean, you even had an old man with bunny ears on. I listen. More power to you, bro.
Yeah, and I mean that's how I collect too. You know, when we're talking about the Mewtwo's, everyone's like, "Hey, man, are you going to be buying that? That set is expensive, or that ultra premium collection is expensive, and Mewtwo's just a cameo." I feel like I have to pick up the cards with Mewtwo in it. Even if it's a cameo, even if it's like just a little small shadow or something like that. There was a Pikachu's Detective Pikachu video game promo. Most people don't know that it has the shadow of Mewtwo on the floor. Once I found out, I realized that I sent my card to grading. Just came back a 10 yesterday, by the way. So I'm happy about it, but that means it can't fit in my binder. So I was frustrated, so I had to buy another one. I had to.
You had to buy another one. This one
has to go in my binder.
This one's encased and it's in a 10. I'm not cracking it.
It doesn't count. It doesn't count for my collection.
That is super cool. The funny thing is you're probably going to end up holding on to both of them. That's the funny part about it.
We'll see, man. It's actually gone way up. I got it at $20.
Yeah, no, those cards have definitely gone up, especially in 10s, dude. It's actually kind of wild.
Yeah.
So this is my favorite section. I don't know about you guys, but this is my favorite part of this entire podcast. The this or that's. I know it says this or T. For some reason, StreamYard just likes to screw with the text. It's always the that.
Right.
And you'll see it looks differently on the other slides, but yeah, this or that. So Pikachu VS versus Pikachu V. I'll let Brandon start.
Sorry, I think StreamYard tries to compress the files and stuff, and then it tries to reorganize PowerPoint with documents. So yeah, text just seems like it goes wild. I've seen Shugg stuff do that as well, unfortunately.
Nobody believes me. Now I got proof. Yeah. Somebody else has gone through it.
No, for sure. It's 2 times in a row, man. What I had to do to fix it was I had to do a screen capture. But the thing that sucks is it reduces the quality of the images of the card. So, you got to pick between having great card images or better text, like the text that's actually in place.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is a really tough pick for me. I did this Oh, I see. Yeah, this got all kinds of messed up. It says like Pikachu VS as well. I'm like, what in the world? Yeah, so it's like all kinds of out of whack. So apologies there. But this is a really tough choice for me because both of these give you such a feeling of either the anime, the video game, reflections of like just what it means to be a Pokemon trainer. So you're looking at the first one is a Cosmic Eclipse Pikachu, Dream League in Japanese, if I'm not mistaken. But the art there is just so historic. You're getting your first Pokemon. And one thing I always do is pair this with the Professor Oak trainer card, full art trainer card, because in the Professor Oak full art trainer, he's got like 3 Pokeballs in the front of the table. And I think of this as the natural progression to that card. So I absolutely love it. And I actually don't mind whether it has the Japanese border or the English or English border. They both look beautiful. I think it's just because the yellow of the border of the cards is very similar to the yellow of Pikachu. And they might have done that on purpose. And then you have what I call the Trikachu. So you got like, 3 trees in the background here for the Pikachu V.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is just such a perfect depiction of, Red trying to get out there, get to his next adventure. You see Pikachu is ready, battle hardened, more mature than the first image. And you just feel like you're on this journey with him. I think it's like a screen capture of if they would have put something in anime and throw it on a card. Like, I just absolutely love it. So for me, it is a tough choice. I think I'm still going with the first one just because I can find other options for cards that can give me the same feeling as Pikachu V. But it's very tough. It's a very close comparison. I'm curious what folks in the chat think too.
Yeah, Shugg, if you wanna, I'll definitely put myself last on this one. I had to think about it a lot.
This is easy for me. I like the first one. I think it's solely based on nostalgia. I think the artwork of the second one's really good. Probably better than the first, but like from a nostalgia point of view, I would just pick the first one. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's funny. And like Brandon said, by the way, real quick, if you guys want to share your opinions in the chat, we will definitely appreciate that as well. This is that's why we have this section here, is because you guys are watching us talk and ramble on about artwork the entire time. This is like when you guys can also kind of take part, you know what I mean? So that's why we keep these in here as well. I think it's cool to be able to hear everybody else's opinions as well, not just us here on the screen. But so originally when I looked at this slide, I definitely was about to go with the left. However, to me, to the video game, the left feels non-canon.
Right.
Because of the fact that Pikachu is not even a choice unless you're talking about Pokemon Yellow. But if we're talking about Pokemon Yellow, that's like one game versus every other game. You're only given and I came up through the video games. I did watch the shows as well, but that was like a secondary for me, right? So I definitely have to go with the one on the right, considering first off, I like the photorealistic look a lot more. And if we're really talking about Pikachu with red in there, I like the red's Pikachu best, but that's not one of the choices, and I understand that. So I'm gonna go with the right because I love how Pikachu looks in this one. Of course, he looks cuter on the left, but this one is just it more so what Pikachu is to me. And the simple fact that like the one on the right is more canon in a way, if we're talking about the games, than the one on the left. But that's my opinion. So kind of going against the grain this time.
I see a Inept's comment, and I don't know why I said Dream League, but it is Cosmic Eclipse. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For the red Pikachu, the one on the left. Yeah.
I think what was it that you said? You did say Cosmic though. Yeah, you said Cosmic, and then you said and Dream League
on accident. I don't know. Either way, we're good.
Sun and Moon.
Yeah, Sun and Moon.
Yeah, right. So we usually have.
This is probably why I said Dream League. Yeah.
We usually have. The last 2 times we've done this, we've only done it with cards, and so this one time we were like, dude, let's expand to pack arts, designs as far as like accessories. Like, dude, we could go on forever and like have so much to look at. So this or hat,
This or
we've got Nagimiso art on the left.
Yeah, that's a double crisis.
Double crisis. That's what it was. I was trying to think of the name. Naoki Saito in the middle and Arita on the right. And we all know what the right one is. So
yeah, so you got Remix Bout on the right, and you got Dream League in the middle.
Yep.
And I put these together, and yes, I was trying to crush myself too. It is so tough to
pick.
This
is hard.
This is a tough one, bro.
They're all really good. Japanese pack art is on another level.
It really is. It really is, dude.
That was a goal for you guys and for the people that are viewing, because a lot of people aren't aware of what packs look like in Japanese. We always talk about the boxes, but we don't really talk about the packs, So as a collector, there's so many things that you can collect. And if the boxes are too expensive, why not try to take a look at the packs?
Oh, yeah.
As I was looking at these, they all are fantastic in their own way. If you're a Pokemon fan and you love the starters, then you're eyeing the Remix Bout all day long. But if you're more of a realism, ultra realistic, you're going to probably go with the Double Crisis pack. And then if you're like into movie covers or something like that, then definitely the Dream League card pack is where you want to go. But like all three of these, I'm a realism guy, so I really love the Double Crisis pack. This was the first time during this type of research that I've seen it. And I was like, yeah, no, that's me. That's me all day long.
What do you think?
Yeah, the Double Crisis is really cool. I don't want to just keep agreeing with Brandon, but yeah, I'm Double Crisis is what I was thinking even before he said that. I like the older Japanese art pack. This isn't that much older than the rest of them, but it's XY. They're all really good, but I think I like how it has like kind of like manga panels. It looks like maybe and just in the background, and then Groudon, Kyogre like fighting or like getting ready to fight. Really, really cool.
Yeah, that's so good. That's a good eye, bro. I didn't even realize that's what they were. They were manga panels. But me personally, I'm gonna be going against the grain here again. Dream League, because I am a huge fan of anime. I watch a lot of anime. I've watched so many animes, and this to me looks like an anime cover. Like, I love the way that they like like Brandon described it, the movie kind of theme here. I like the fact that I'm not a huge fan of the Pokemon except for like, the Pikachu and like the coughing and the Zekrom, but just the way that they put this artwork together to me looks amazing. And the fact that it's like, it's on a white background and the Pokemon and the trainers pop out a lot. So that's my thoughts on this one. I'm actually curious to see what the chat says for this one. Okay, so we've got Double Crisis, Double Crisis. Bondaigle's going with the Dream League, and then Tim is going with the Arita Remix Bout. Hell yeah. No, I'm with it.
And the funny thing is, like, I can't argue with any one of them. I feel like everyone is right. They're
all really good.
Yeah. It makes me think of, like, the Dream League one makes me think of, like, the Avengers covers. I mean, Star Wars, original Star Wars covers. Yeah. It's so great. And the funny thing is, Japan does this so many times. Like, they did it with, if I can remember, last year, came out with the Lilix Clefairy for the first time.
Battle Partners?
I'm trying to think of it. Yes. Yeah, because, English and Japanese and trying to, like, it gets all muddy in my brain. So, but the Battle Partners box has that same type of feel. Yeah, Journey Together. It just absolutely beautiful. But not the English artwork for the box, but the Japanese version looks a lot like this pack here. So if you're into these types of packs where it's like Dream League, then you would like the pack from that.
Yeah, I agree.
I would say every modern pack and as far back to Dream League, if I had to pick which artwork I like, it would be Dream League. And until recently, that's how I felt about like I don't know who I was doing this with, but we were like, when was the last time there was a good pack art? And most of us agreed it was like Dream League. It was probably the best like good pack art that we've had.
Kind of crazy, right? When you think about it.
The only other thing I would say is, and this is kind of cheating, and this is why I didn't put this pack up here, was a gal was pack art for Evolving Skies English. I didn't want to go that route, so I was like, I'm not going to put them up here. Yeah, so really cool but the problem is it's only one Pokemon, so you'd have to do like just the Umbreon or just one of the other evolutions.
I would say Dream League still
or the Ray.
That. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. And I mean, that just goes into show, like, I think a lot of the Japanese pack arts look so much better than their English counterparts. I think that just goes across the board. I mean, any set that you look at, I can't remember a set where the English pack arts look better, or even the box arts look better than the Japanese versions. I don't know if you guys can give me a specific, but I don't remember any.
Yeah, no. And Johnny, gosh, now pun intended, but I was about to say, like, Johnny's on the spot with this. As far as like the Evo packs not really being able to match up to these. But the whole point for this is not just the comparison, but also for education. So I didn't want to give everyone a softball of like packs that people already know about.
Oh, for sure. No, I appreciated these for sure. And I'm excited to get into some of the other ones we have as well, which we will do now. So this one is one that I had a lot of trouble with choosing between the two. These are, for those of you that are not privy, these are game mats, the play mats.
Yeah,
What's
Hector,
that?
you want to start this one off?
I was about to say, bro. No.
What's a play mat? No, I'm just kidding. You could play with these?
Yeah, man.
I can go first if you guys want. I think this is easy for me. That's the dogs. They're really cool artwork. I love the ink splash, like Japanese style.
You're gonna get shot for saying dogs.
Yeah, I cats, dogs. I don't even care what people want to call them. But it just looks so good, like a white background, and it just looks like the Japanese like old ink splatter. I forget what it's called, but the way they like would write and stuff, like their kanji. It's like almost like an artwork writing the kanji, but it's like they used that and did an artwork with them. Really, really cool. I don't even know how you get
something
this.
like
that. Yeah, I forget. But yeah, this is really cool. I think that's for me. This isn't hard at all. The one on the bottom left is really cool, but I would easily pick the top right.
Everybody agrees. Dogs. I mean, Bondegel and Johnny K say beasts, but Alex, that makes a great point. I called them dogs when I was younger, and I will continue to. Most deaf. Just same way. Same way I used to call Rayquaza when I was younger, and I'm still gonna call him Rayquaza. I don't care what nobody says. Get off my back.
Yeah.
I'll continue, and I'm definitely gonna have to agree with Shugg on this one. This was a tough one because they're just very, very different art styles. So I guess it's more so it changes, it varies from person to person. Depending on what type of art style you like best. But I am a huge fan of Japanese culture, and the one on the top right is by far just such a cool way to make, to design this. And like, let's be real, bro. They need to take this same exact style and put it on a card. I think that would go so crazy. Yeah, I think this would go so crazy.
With what?
Sleeves.
Oh, okay. I thought you said there was a card that was close to this. I'm like, what is it? I need to know.
Yeah, I need to buy this, right?
They have them on sleeves. So
Shodo is the name of the kanji writing, like artistic styles called Shodo or Ajiji.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, so everyone's kind of right. So I saw someone talking about the Sumie. So Sumie is the like collection name for all of these items that Okazu put together. So that includes the sleeves and the special other materials that came along with this. This was just one of the items that came out with that. And then, as far as like the Shodo stuff is, basically a calligraphy brush style of artwork. So yeah, for sure, all those things are correct. Sometimes I just can be like stuck in my brain with like trying to translate stuff. But anyways, for me, like comparing it to, you get a sense of like, all right, what am I really like, what am I appreciating from these types of arts? And you get like a sense of realism and a sense of like nature. I just talked about the rooftop setting for my deck, for my 9-page pocket binder. And so that's why, yes, I do speak Japanese as well. But from the bottom left-hand corner, I freaking love this playmat. By the way, I have 3 of them. I have one in my office. I have one on my desk. And then I have one kind of downstairs on the wall as well, just to show you how much I love this freaking playmat. And for the other playmat, I have the like all the sleeves, but I don't actually have this one. And I love both so much. It's so hard for me to choose. I think maybe for the purpose of this one here, just to be different, is I will go ahead and pick the Saito design. It's really not that off for me. It's very tough, but I'm going to give the edge of Saito. I love back, like that sense of like, this is why I like the Umbreon V alt more than I like the VMAX alt or any of the other ones, is because I like that type of midnight raid type of feel.
Yeah. No, I like that. I think it's cool that they're all looking at the camera as well. That's definitely something that's the part that kind of got me in a little bit of a made it difficult for me to be able to choose between the two. Is just the fact that they're again breaking the fourth wall. They're all staring at you, and it's so many different Pokemon all in one. So it like hits a lot of those things on my list of like what makes an artwork truly appealing. At least for me. But at the end of it all, like I had to go with the dogs, because they, the style just looks so good. Alrighty. Next up. So your Great White Buffalo card. This is basically something that the way Brandon explained it was something that you really liked, a card that you really, really enjoyed, and you let it go, sold it, traded it, whatever, and you regretted it instantly.
Or you had the chance to get it, but you let it go because you're like, I could go get it back someday or something like that.
There was a million of those for me.
Never able to get it back again. So
yeah,
this is the back of the trade police, the hollow back.
Yes.
Yeah. I would say one that first came to mind. I don't have too many that I've sold. Like I tend to keep a lot of what I like that I know is collection stuff. So I don't have too many like regrets that I sold something that I wish I kept. But I will say that there's plenty of cards where I was like, I could have picked up a lot earlier, and I was like, oh, I'll just get it later. There'll be time. One of them being the Bandai Cardass 97 file 000, I think it is. There's 000 and 001.
Oh,
I think you have it, Brandon, right?
I have it. Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the red in the starters, or ash in the starters. But yeah, that one is like, it's such a good artwork. And it's just super expensive now in like high grade, high condition.
I'll be right back. I'll just pull it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I seen him trying to.
Yeah, because it was here. It was up here.
Yeah, I thought it was right behind
down. Yeah. I took all the PSA items down. So yeah, I'd have to go pull it. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, like you said, there's a lot of arts that I think I would have to, I had to think through a couple of them to be able to make it come to a decision. But I have one in mind that eats at me. I'll probably wait till Brandon gets back so I can.
Why is the buffalo blurred out? I'm curious.
I don't know. Brandon designed this slide, so you can ask him.
Why is the buffalo blurred out, Brandon?
So you guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't care about your question, bro.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah. So that's a Buffaland is what that is. And then of course it's pixelated because I wanted to give it the idea that it was the random encounter that you get when you're starting a video game and you run into the random encounter, and you know how it like goes like black and then it pops into focus when you run into it as a random encounter. So to me, this is like you getting a random encounter of a Buffaland, but I wanted to give it the pixelated feel. So like it's like the older games. That's all.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that. I like that. I didn't question it. I thought it looked cool. Here,
so I got the Buffalo car. So you said 0?
Yeah, that's the one that's, I mean, they're both great, but the 000 is just like so good.
Yeah. Dude, that's beautiful.
White belly Pikachu.
The sad thing is most people won't even know these cards exist. But yeah, it's freaking amazing. Ken Sugimori style, original designs, gorgeous.
Yeah, and Blue Eyes Charmander. There's only a couple cards with that Blue Eyes Charmander and White Belly Pika.
Yeah,
is that a water gym badge on his hat, or what is that? Is it just a? That's cool. I didn't notice that ever.
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah, really amazing. And then I'll show this one as well for you guys.
Ooh.
Oh gosh, look at me.
I was about to say you're pointing it in the wrong spot, but
yeah, it's weird because you're trying to angle it right and all these like
the Pokeball's upside down.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Oh, so funny story about Pokeballs being upside down. And I'm sorry if this is going to detract from you guys as far as like how a Pokeball should be designed, because I did an investigation on this as well. Because if anyone never knew,
official.
Yeah, if you never knew, like the so I'll pull this one. Let me get a vintage.
Reminds me of it makes me think he's holding an electrode, not a Pokeball.
All right, so I'm gonna show this, and I need a old back. Sorry about that.
Oh, I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have an old back.
I do.
Right here.
Oh, Grand Party. Here we go.
Monster.
So, I mean, although the colors aren't flipped, what you learn from this here is how a Pokeball opens is like different just depending on what the hell card you're looking at or what anime you're looking at or what episode you're looking at. I've actually captured multiple episodes in anime where the Pokeball opens a different way. So it's very hard to depict. I mean, even if you were to fight and say that the Japanese way of the Pokeball opening is the right way, the problem is the vintage Pokeball does not open the same way that the modern Pokeball opens, as far as the top, like how the, ball pops open and stuff like that. And then you look at the English one compared to how the Japanese one, as far as modern focus, they actually open in a different way. So, I mean, obviously,
is that why I could never catch shit? Because I got a defective Pokeball. They sold me the Temu Pokeballs.
Yeah. So if you ever hear people argue about like, oh, that's the wrong way for the Pokeball to open, you can't really argue too much because they're all wrong.
Damn. So let's tie it into the one that, because I'm still confused. Is he holding an electrode, not a Pokeball?
He's just holding it upside down. You just don't know what he's doing.
Blow up. Yeah, he's about to
don't know what he's doing.
No, I mean, with all the Pokemon that he's got on the card, I would imagine he knows what he's doing.
I don't know. I have no idea where I put that stuff.
Too much shit all over the place.
Yeah, I just like put stuff everywhere to go find that.
It's all good. I guess I'll go up next. I was talking when you left to look for your stuff, Brandon. So one card that I sold, it's not that I can't afford it, I just haven't gotten around to grabbing it again, is it was in my collection for the longest time, and like I feel instant regret. And the reason why is because out of all the evolutions, this is my favorite. So my card is the Jolteon VMAX, I believe. VMAX. It's from that collection box. I think it comes in a jumbo and a regular one. It's all textured. Amazing card. Beautiful. I love the pose. The electric rays behind it. We'll probably pull it up later, but that card, I had it in my collection for the longest, and I ended up selling it to fund, starting the business and stuff. And like, dude, I regret it every day, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I look through my binder that I have now that I've slowly amassed little things here and there. And
are you talking about Jolteon V or VMAX? VMAX has the lightning storm. V has the lightning, like, kind of following it as it's running up the rooftop.
Now you've got me confused. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
It would be in my rooftop depiction.
No, I don't think that's what it. I think.
Okay, and the other one, Jolteon is jumping up in the middle of the air, and then there's a lightning storm.
No, I think that is it.
Actually. Okay, yeah. That one's awesome.
Yeah, I think that is it.
I think the cheapest way for you to pick it up is in Chinese.
No, it is the Lightning Storm one. It's from they're both in the VMAX collection, but the one that I'm talking about is the one where he's jumping up in the air and he's kind of got his mouth open. Here, I'll look.
Yeah, that's sweet.
But yeah, you can go. Brandon.
Mine's really easy. Just because a lot of the cards that I had that were like what I consider to be my great white buffalo cards. I actually ended up like trying to sell a whole bunch of stuff to get them back, and so I got a lot of them back. There is a story about me getting a full Mario, Luigi, Pikachu collection. So as in full art, half art, set of all of them. I had bought the cards from eBay. They had everything ready to go, packaged up, good to go. And somebody's freaking dog got into the package while they were about to ship and ate the slabs. So
that dog is done.
the seller was like, "Hey, sorry, I can't ship these to you anymore." Dog ate them. He showed me the slabs and stuff like that. And I was like, "Oh my God." Like, it was a great deal.
Slabs?
This was, yeah, I mean, they just chewed up the slabs and it got like through. It was damaged the cards.
Oh my gosh.
This was maybe 6 years ago, like close to 6 years ago. So it wasn't that expensive at all. But of course I was like, yeah, I'll just buy the half arts later, because I got the full arts. I had a couple copies of the full arts, so I didn't think it was a big deal, but I just never picked up the half art Mario Pikachu and the half art Luigi Pikachu. So those would be the two cards that I still have like in the back of my mind. Like, man, I was supposed to have the full set of 4, but yeah,
those cards too. Like, I think I just saw a sale post by Dan. He sold a sequential set. Without the sequential set, they go for like 9 to 10K now in a 10 each of those. But the sequential set sold for 30K for the half arts. Ridiculous. Jeez. Yeah, those cards is crazy how far
they're gone.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many other cards that I could pick up for that amount of price that like I just can't see myself doing something like that, especially when I already have a Mario and Luigi Pikachu full art.
Yeah. Here, I found the card. I'm gonna put it up. This is the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Super dope.
You can get it in Portuguese.
And what?
Portuguese as well. Sorry.
Tell me you're tired without telling me you're tired, man.
I am tired.
These cards, like in Japanese, I'll never own because they release them in a lottery, and I think there's only 5,000 copies of each.
Really?
They're so expensive. Yeah, the Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon.
Is it?
I
just
have
the VMAX?
Just the VMAX, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But they have the Chinese boxes that come with the promos, because there's promos in Chinese. But I don't know if I'm going to open them ever.
Yeah, probably not. Just keep them there, looking pretty. You could probably see the card in the front, right? Or did they not do them like that? No,
it's inside somewhere. They're completely. The bad part about these is they didn't like seat the card well in like the wrapping, the container or whatever is inside. And so they often will like flop around and have like bends in them when people open them. So I'm not even sure if I want to chance it.
Damn, that sucks actually.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is my card right here.
That's a good card.
Yeah, it is. Yep. Are we ready for the next one?
Yes, we are. Just wanted to make sure. Here we are. Imagination Showcase. Those things that you've all been waiting for.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and kick this one out. So shout out to unapologetic / Sky Ninja / Josh. I mean, the guy is a Metagross fan. He brought up like, hey, I want to see a manga Metagross. So I was like, you know what? I got you. So I did some research, got some manga panels, chopped them up together in Photoshop. Try to do something unique with the borders, so try to give it that like still on a manga torn page type of vibe for the borders. So you're seeing that there. And, it was so fun to put this together for sure. You see it a lot with One Piece. You see it a lot with Dragon Ball. And, seeing something like this coming to Pokemon would definitely enhance, when people say like, hey, are we done? Is there anything else that we could have in Pokemon as far as artwork wise? There's so much more that they can do. So, when I put this together, it was just such a blast. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, I like the way that most mangas, if you guys have seen the mangas that he's talking about, I think they have some in Dragon Ball, and then they have some in, you have it right there, Dragon Ball and One Piece. But the mangas, at least for One Piece, I've never seen the one for Dragon Balls. Dragon Balls.
Those Dragon Balls, dude.
But the ones for One Piece, I know look, they're like all black and white. So the fact that he has the Metagross is in its natural color in the middle, and then the whole rest of it is like manga panels and stuff. I think that shit's crazy good. It looks really, really, really good like that.
Yeah, they should do this design and also make them just as like hard to hit as the One Piece cards, in my opinion. Like make these the super chases instead of the gold cards. This would be so cool.
Oh, nice. He pulled it up. Let me see. Ooh, okay. So yeah, you see what I mean? Like they even have a chance to stand out because these, as well as the One Piece ones, are all in black and white.
That's
what I was saying, Brandon, is that like the fact that you made it with the Metagross being in its full color in the middle and the rest of it is manga panels, that shit goes hard, bro.
Yeah, man, did it on purpose. When I saw it in black and white, I was like, yeah, that's okay. But, actually seeing it with the color in the front is just like, yeah, no, that's a no-brainer. This is exactly how it should be. And one thing this doesn't talk about is the texture opportunities here. I mean, you really have a chance to make the fibers of this sucker like really have some good texture.
For sure.
Yeah, this would be sick. We should request another one of these with a different Pokemon. I'd be interested to see. I don't know. I've seen a Pikachu one online that looks really cool, but I'm trying to think of like what else would be cool that somebody probably hasn't done yet. I don't know. We can talk later about it.
If the chat has any ideas of like things that they want to see, and it doesn't have to be a manga version, it could just be any type of card. Please put those down, and then I'll do my best to try to put something together for you guys.
Yeah, if you guys weren't here last episode, he came up with a Gold Star Giratina, and it looked so good.
Yeah, that was cool.
And
appreciate that.
The next one we have is a triple team card, and this one was requested by Henry. You can go ahead and Brandon, because you created these beautiful art pieces.
Yeah, so the first thing I want to preface when it comes to like AI, I don't use AI for any of the designs that I put together for these types of cards. I've been using Photoshop since middle school. So this stuff is pretty easy for me. The only thing I used AI for, like for example, for this one is the border, like to put the little black border around it or whatever. That's basically it. Everything else I just did by hand. So the Lucario is actually from a card that I just plugged in there because it just looked like it blended perfectly with the Garchomp. And then you have a Spiritomb in the back. And the whole concept for this card from Henry was he wanted to see like a trainer's card plus the Tag Team GX type of idea. So what I did for this one here was Cynthia's Garchomp already had a great canvas, a great layout to allow for multiple monsters in the card. And I just used that. And the idea for this type of series would be that you would have 3-on-3. So you would have the Cynthia's team, then the next card that would be a hit for the packs or like for the box or whatever would be like, for example, Giovanni's team with, potentially like a Rhydon and a Mewtwo and what have you, going against these Pokemon. So that was the idea. Did that concept and just kind of put this together. Even like hand did some of the line work for Spirit Tomb.
No, you did a great job on this one as well, man.
Yeah, I think some of my best work comes from being on a plane. Like if you look at any of my Photoshop work, if it looks really good, it's probably because I was on a plane when I did it.
I think it's just the fact that that's all you're able to focus on while you're on a plane. Like, what else are you going to do? Look outside? Look at the clouds? Yeah. Like, come on now.
Count clouds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fall asleep for the whole ride, pretty much,
Yeah, I love this concept. I think it'd be really cool if you could have a trainer either with like not only 3 Pokemon, but if you can get like all 6 of their party, like every Pokemon in their party in it, which would be difficult to do. And it'd have to be like zoomed out more, but that'd be really cool.
But you know what? It is possible. Like there's so many dang Pokemon in this 30th anniversary set with the Pikachu, with the night version and then the day version promo cards, right? Yeah. They have like 30 Pokemon on that sucker. It's totally possible.
Yeah, there's definitely a way to do it. You'd have to be very specific, but yeah.
Another reason why I went 3v3 on this one was because I could see Pokemon Company thinking of an idea like this because of Pokemon Champions. Pokemon Champions supports 3v3. So at least from what I remember in like seeing in a YouTube video. So that was why I went ahead and went with this idea, because I thought it would be supported and timely with a Pokemon Champions promo. I could actually probably add a champion stamp to the sucker just to kind of give the idea a little bit better.
Oh yeah. No, it looks great.
Yeah. And shout out to Henry, by the way. I mean, if it wasn't for him, all 3 of us would not be in this sucker.
Oh, for sure. For sure, dude. I'd probably still be a loner. I'm not really one to like talk, to people a whole lot. So, or at least go out of my, comfort zone. So definitely, shout out to him. We have a suggestion here. How about a full art version of the Weeping Bell from Jungle?
I don't know if this is serious or not. I was looking at it and I'm like, sorry if it is. It's just an unusual request to me.
Yeah, it's very specific.
Weeping Bell. Yeah.
Weeping Bell. Hey, well,
I'd have to pull it up.
Yeah, we're pretty much at the 2-hour mark. If anybody has any questions, this is our last slide. Or any requests, I will say, if you have a request, it would probably be better if you put it in the comments for the video once it uploads to YouTube. Simply because we're not going to be able to see the live comments once again later on. So for if Brandon needs to come back and get a refresher, then I think that would be probably the easiest way to go about it. Yeah, he was being serious.
and honestly, like I've already been like, if you direct message me anytime, I could probably work on it whenever. I've already worked on Ibex's request, so his is ready to go. Ooh. I'm excited to show that one. Hector's seen it.
I have seen it already, and it looks good.
Someone was like, "Hey, they need to nerf me or something." No, man, I'm here to give back. You know what I mean?
No, they need to hire you is what they need to do.
Let's see here.
Just put them on the payroll.
So the like doing a full art thing, it's so quick. Like give me something harder. You know what I mean with that?
Sheesh. He's on it, bro. I'm telling you. It's like I thought that the manga was gonna be like pretty hard. And when he explained like how he went about it, I was like, oh shit, you put it so much simpler than I ever thought it would be.
Yeah, I mean, I did in like 15 minutes. It wasn't that big a deal.
That's quick.
Yeah, that was quick. But
yeah, good job.
Well,
do you guys have any more comments, any questions, any suggestions for the next episode? Maybe a segment you'd like to see? I'll give you guys like maybe 2-3 more minutes to come up with anything. If not, we're going to end up signing off here. 15 minutes.
Yeah, I want to see Hectic's version of a card.
It would look like shit.
I still want to see it.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm not talented at a like
you can hand draw it.
Oh, if you saw the stuff that I came up with on freaking on Paint on the channel when I used to do those videos, which I will end up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
I will, once I'm monetized, like I will start kind of branching out a little bit. I'm just focused so that I can get, the algorithm to love me right now. And but once I do, like I used to do the drawing videos, that shit used to be so much fun. I remember when I drew Magnemites, because Brandon made a comment in one of the videos. He just called it Cracknemite because I made a Magnemite drawing one time. And in the middle of the video, like you could see me, I put 2 eyes on it. And then I looked at it and I was like, wait, this doesn't look right. I was like, this doesn't look right. And so I had to go back and like think. And I was like, oh, he only has 1 big eyeball.
That's funny.
Brandon said that's that Cracknemite right there.
That'd be funny for you to like do different like cracked out versions of Pokemon.
You know what?
Sounds like I need to get some Komiya inspiration.
Oh my god. The Komiya hate.
Oh, here he goes. All right, we're gonna have to wrap up this episode because Brandon's about to go on a tangent or 2.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
I love rage baiting Brandon, bro. I love rage baiting him. The other day, I forgot what it was. I think it was yesterday during the members call. I was like, you know what? If we had a Mount Rushmore of Pokemon illustrators, Komiya would be one of the biggest faces on there, and he was going crazy on me. So,
no sir.
What do you guys do with your bulk? Sleeve them or put them in a box raw and put them aside to come back to in a few years? So something cool that I've started doing with my bulk, and I'm actually going to show you so you can believe me. I have bought these. They're fridge magnets, right? And I am going to end up selling some of these as well in the future, like on my table. But I thought it would be cool to show them. So, hold on, sorry. Here we go.
Forgive you.
So I bought like a set of these. They're magnets. They're fridge magnets. They're clear and you can see through it. There's no design on it or anything like that. So if you see, they're just the right size for common cards, for common card arts. So I'm going to cut the common cards. And I have a couple right here already that I'm going to be cutting up. One of them is the one that I showed earlier today, the Clefairy. But hold on, let me.
Criminal. You're going to destroy that beautiful card.
Yes, I am.
You're just going to rip it apart.
Almost definitely I am. Why can't I make this bigger?
That's what she said.
You know what? I knew somebody was going to say that too. I knew somebody was going to say this. Here we go. So this one, the Clefairy, not this one. I don't know why the hell I have this on here. I like monkeys though. Jigglypuff.
That's right.
Snorlax. Another Clefairy.
Oh, the Sao.
That is a good one.
I love Clefairy so much. And then the Mimikyu. And
Fire.
So if you see, it is literally just the right size so that I can get the full art on here.
Yeah.
And basically it's going to be a fridge magnet. So it'll be the art on one side and then it comes with a magnet for the other side, it has an adhesive. You can see the adhesive there, and you stick it like this. And so you basically, this is a double-sided. It's got two sides on it. So you basically peel this off. This is the front of the magnet, or of the
acrylic.
Yeah, the acrylic, and then you put the card right here, wedge it in between these, and then you've got a fridge magnet. So that's what I'm doing. What about you guys?
That's awesome.
I don't sleeve most of my bulk. Like my modern bulk just goes in a bulk box. And I would say like raw bulk, if it's in good condition, vintage bulk, if it's in good condition and I get it in from like a collection, I'll sleeve it. But yeah, most of the time, like just modern bulk gets thrown into a box without the sleeve. That's a lot of sleeves to go through.
Oh, for sure.
If it's like a really cool like holo or EX or something, sure, I'll put a sleeve on it. But for just like uncommons, commons, they're not getting sleeved unless they're vintage in like good condition.
My bad. I'm a bulk seller, and even I don't do that with my bulk, so no worries.
Yeah, for me, I keep all of my cards, if they're bulk, in general, either in a deck box, or as I start to amass a large amount of bulk, what I normally do is I put it in my 25th anniversary celebration box, because it has like a whole bunch of space to store a bunch of like raw cards and stuff. So I'll just like fill up that 25th anniversary box until it's full. And then every Halloween, what I do is I take all those cards and then I make my own booster packs, basically. I use a bunch of like, it's not penny sleeves, it's the next level up, team bags. I use team bags, put like 5 cards or so, and then I put 1 holo card in there or EX. So like I'll probably do guaranteed holo with out of the 5, it'd probably be the 6 card. It just depends on however many I want to put into a bag, and then I'll hand them out for Halloween. And
that's cool.
People randomly can get EX or something like that, but instead of candy, that's what I do. What that does to me is that's an investment for the future. So these kids have access to some Pokemon cards, and it's pretty much just as fun as ripping packs with a guaranteed holo or EX.
Oh, that's super cool, actually. I've never even thought about doing that.
Yeah, I have a picture of my Halloween basket last year, so I can just post that in our group chat in Henry's Poke Corner Discord.
Hell yeah, for sure. I would love to see that. I did pick this up, by the way, random. Picked this up at the card show for $10.
Nice.
Got my favorite little dinosaur, freaking crocodile on here. So I just got it for show off purposes. I'm not gonna drink out of it at all. I already have too many mugs and shit. I just wanted to have it just to have it.
I understand.
All right. Let me see. Make sure there's no more comments. Yep. Planting the seed for your exit strategy. That's funny. Yeah. That's all we got for today, guys. I appreciate you guys sticking through. We're already past our time, but I wanted to personally thank Shugg and Brandon for being here today and being able to enjoy this with us. And I think it's cool just being able to have these chats because, like I said, it's once a month, and I think it gives me something to look forward to where I'm always thinking about price points and how much has this gone up? How much has this gone down? Running a business is like, that's all you think about all day. But the fact that I can kind of take a day out of the month and just cleanse from all that and be able to just talk straight art, I think it's super cool. So
I feel the same way, Hector.
I had fun. I like your guys' take on like this podcast and it being about the art. It was hard for me because like I do care about the value of Pokemon cards too. So it was like when I was talking, I was trying not to give like answers that were talking about price, but there was a couple times where I was like mentioned the value of a card. But yeah, it's cool to have like something different that not everybody else is doing.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. We can't avoid the value of cards because it's hard to make a collection if you can't pay for something.
Correct.
I think what the bottom line is like, how do you make it accessible to everyone? And knowing the prices is a part of being able to navigate that dance of like how to make things accessible for folks. So it's all good. I think the problem that I see nowadays is like, I'm just overwhelmed. I'm just like, all day long looking and seeing numbers attached to everything. You know, we mentioned before how people just stare and live off of collector profiles, and it gets kind of toxic. You know, it gets kind of dangerous for people because they're not collecting for the right reason. And when that happens, when they see their collections start to drop, then they start panic selling, and then they start forgetting why they collected in the first place.
Yeah, agreed, 100%. So yeah, we appreciate you guys so much for, you know, being good sports. I know I'm ultra sick. I don't know if any of the other guys are as well, but I have a major headache, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here. I appreciate you guys for coming by. Thank you so much, and we will catch you next month.
Yeah, see you guys.